I'm Mark and welcome to Epic Confections. This week is such a special week. Y'all know I love my Halloween and we have such an amazing guest, Rosie from Rosie's Dessert Spot. Everybody say hello.
Hey guys, hello.
So today's theme is half and half, which means Rosie's going to be sawing herself in half and I'm going to be sawing myself in half.
You first.
No? Alright. Rosie?
Let's do it!
Go! So to start, I just baked off two... What the hell did I bake off? So to start, I just baked off two round orange bundt cakes. Bundt cakes. I love using this pan for pumpkins because it has that kind of built-in pumpkin ridge, which is just perfect. And I did dye it orange. So what I'm gonna do is just level them out, fill them with buttercream, stack them on top of each other like this, and we're gonna give it a quick crumb coat. Let's do it! So I just have a regular spatula and a small offset spatula. You can use both and just go right ahead and try to get right into those grooves in your pumpkin. You really want to try to keep those grooves, it's really important. And just go around the whole pumpkin. Just do a nice thin coat of buttercream.
I have a 12-inch square cake here and I'm just going to level off the top. This is the base that we're going to be working with for our Almo. And I have a very large serrated knife. This one's by Wilton and it's a really good cake knife. This is one of my favorites. You could use this for cake pops, you don't actually have to throw it out either. Once we've leveled off our cake is to carve out our Almo. I just printed this from just online and I stuck it together because it's a little bit bigger than two A4 sheets. And then laying it directly on top is with a little bit of buttercream. We are going to stick our mask on top. And we're going to start carving. And don't throw out this just yet. We do need his mouth. So I'm going to cut out his mouth for reference. And now we just have to cut this in half and fill with some buttercream. A little bit of buttercream on my cake board to stick my cake on top. And I'm going with the very top layer first. And then put your other layer on top. Make sure it's centered. And now the next step is just to clear up and make that buttercream layer neat, the crumb coat that we just created. So I'm going in with my mini little scraper, and I sell these on my website, rosiesdessertspot.com.
So before I pop my pumpkin into the fridge, I'm gonna go ahead and carve out the two faces. On one side, I'm gonna do a classic pumpkin face. I picked up these really cool lights at the dollar store. They're actual eyes that light up. So I'm gonna be sticking them right in the pumpkin and he's gonna have a nice big smile. So what I'm doing is I'm actually marking the top of the pumpkin and I'm just drawing a straight line right on top. so I know which half is which. So on this side will be my really nice, fun, cute pumpkin, and on the other side is gonna be the really pissed off, rotten pumpkin. So on the other side of the face, I'm gonna try to replicate the cute little face that I have here, but because it's rotten, all the features are gonna be kind of indented and strange looking, so you can be really rough with this side of the face. I have a couple friends who asked me to ask you a question, Rosie. They want to hear your best Canadian accent.
I'm gonna offend so many people right now. So, my best Canadian accent comes with its own tone of voice. But I love the way you guys say out, instead of out or out.
Besides myself, who is your favorite Canadian?
Ryan Reynolds, of course, right? Is he Canadian? Yeah. Deadpool.
Ryan Reynolds is pretty cute. I'll give you that. I'm a little disappointed that you didn't say me. My favorite Australian, besides you and Gracie, I'd probably say Toni Collette.
Oh, good choice. Yes. I thought you were going to say Hugh Jackman.
I do hear that he's got a huge Ackman, if you know what I'm saying. So I'm just going into everything that I carved here, and I'm just putting a little bit of buttercream in there, and I'm gonna chill it in the freezer for about 20 minutes, and then I'm gonna throw some fondant on top of it.
Next, we're gonna color our buttercream red. So I have some red gel food color, a well-loved bottle, as you can tell, and just gonna stir that through my buttercream until I get a nice red finish. I'm gonna pop that into my piping bag, and that is fitted with a fur tip there with all the little holes. I'm just gonna pop his eyes and his mouth back on here for reference, and I'll just start piping all around him. I officially have tennis wrist, but we have finished. So we have finished putting on his fur. Now we're gonna move to the other side and we're gonna make it green.
So while my cake is in the freezer, I'm just gonna roll out a little bit of orange fondant. I'm just gonna lay out a little bit of cornstarch on my table and just start rolling. So I'm just taking my fondant smoother and I'm just smoothing out the fondant so we get a really nice, clean surface. And put a little bit on my rolling pin and actually roll the entire piece of fondant with my pin. And drape it like so. Now you want to work somewhat quickly with this, but you don't want it to tear, so start at the top edges and work your way down and make sure you get all those little creases in there because you really want that to pop. But we can go in later with our tools and make them stand out. I'm gonna take a nice sharp knife and I'm gonna trim off this excess fondant here, and then I'm gonna start pushing in the features. I have some steel wool, and just for some texture, I'm just gonna lightly dab all over the top, all over his face with the steel wool. Keep in mind that you don't want to go past your halfway mark. So I'm just gonna go in and paint my features black with a black liquid gel. It is hot in here. Oh my lord. So next I'm gonna insert the eyes. I'm just gonna turn them on. I painted that one black. I didn't need to paint it black. So don't paint the eye black, just put the eyeball in. And just push it in. Look at that, he's so cute.
Now that we have the fur on the base of the cake, I'm going to remove our templates. And we're going to fill the inside with black buttercream on the mouth using a different tip. So for this tip, we're going to be using this, I believe, a number 21 tip by Loyal. Just popping the nose there so I know where to pipe his eye line. And then here is evilish looking Elmo. Now we're going to fill in his eyes and the nose as well. Look a bit more evil looking, just adding in some teeth.
So for the other side of the pumpkin, I'm gonna take a little bit of black airbrush, mix it up, and I'm gonna use a sponge and just lightly cover the entire surface, kind of giving it a dim rotten look. So next, the fun part. I'm gonna burn the shit right out of it. And so I'm just using a little bit of white icing, or sorry, what the hell is this? White icing color. And you know when a pumpkin starts to rot, it kind of gets that white shade of like kind of mold around it. So I soaked some regular pumpkin seeds in a little bit of black and green airbrush, and I'm just gonna pull them out, and I'm just gonna place them kind of in his mouth. So what I did is I actually went ahead and just took a little bit of brown fondant and I just made a stem for it, and I just painted it on one side darker. I also went in and I just added a little bit of green buttercream for some leaves on the cute side. guys, here is the half and half pumpkin. On one side, we have a cute little neighborhood-friendly pumpkin. On the other side, we have a really pissed off, rotten pumpkin. If you like what you saw, click the subscribe button and don't forget to hit that bell notification for new videos every single week. Thank you so much to Mariposa Market for sponsoring this video. And thank you so much to the beautiful and talented Rosie from Rosie's Dessert Spot. Thank you.
Guys.
Where is it? My best Canadian accent.
It is hot in here, sweating and shit. Oh my lord, oh my lord.
You know what would be really cool? A cake, dog-friendly cake made out of dog treats. Dog treats cake? You've made a dog treats cake. Oh my god, why haven't I seen this?
What kind of follower are you? Okay, Mark, I love you.
You're totally speaking in a, like a higher register.